Hello. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sarah Martucci. I'm a psychic medium, certified crystal healer, paranormal investigator, head button enthusiast. I also am an Aries and my sign is the Ram, so there's that. You guys, fucking welcome to the free weekly reading. If you've never been here before, this is where I pull 3 piles of cards. You choose any and all that you're drawn towards, but first and foremost, I talk on something I like to call astrofuckery. Usually I pick 1 or 2 things during the week that I feel like are most pertinent to everybody, or at least like my followers here, like what you guys are into, what you respond to most, what you find most beneficial to you, knowing what astrofuckery is the fuck about. So essentially this week I want to focus on 2 things that we got a couple things going on this week, but I feel like this is the most pertinent to you guys, or what you would want to know the most. So listen. First thing on the fucking table, we go into the pre-retrograde, Mercury retrograde, shadow period, like tomorrow. Like fucking tomorrow. And I do believe Mercury goes retrograde, and it will be in the sign of Capricorn. And we'll get to that in a second. It will be going retrograde, I think, around the 29th until like January 18th. So forgive me, I'll put the dates in the description for everything so you guys have the exact dates that we're working with. But we're in that pre-retrograde shadow period. It's not pretty. And so we can already kind of feel the effects of Mercury retrograde creeping up on us. This whole time, guys, we've been dealing with Mars in retrograde in the sign of Gemini. And it's felt like a really weird aggro Mercury retrograde. Like on drugs. That's what it's felt like lately. So with it actually like Mercury going retrograde still at the same time while Mars will continue to be retrograde, like they both go direct around the same time period. I think Mars goes direct first and then Mercury will go direct like a week or 2 later in January. But at this point, they'll both be retrograding at the same time. This is hold on to your nips. They might fly away. I don't even, how do we prepare for that? I think maybe the best thing that we can do is, again, being cognizant, being present in the moment, really kind of deciding for ourselves, knowledge is power and being forewarned is forearmed. So if we know that this is coming up, now is your time to get shit done before the end of the month, okay? So the best of your abilities, if you haven't done your Christmas shopping, do it now. What are you doing? You've waited so long. I'm actually one of those people, so I'm also yelling at myself. Please don't feel like I'm judging you. There's anything else that you got to close up, put together, get done, tie up loose ends, fucking now. This is the week. Fucking get it done. Because next week we're dealing with a new moon, the solstice, Mercury starting to make her bitch ass moves towards retrograde. Next week's going to be something else. This week, I feel like this has a lot more structure to it on Monday when I'm recording this. I do believe the sun and Saturn, we're doing a little dance up in the sky. And so this is a really great day, Monday. And I kind of think it colors the rest of the week too. Wednesday gets a little hazy, literally. The end of the week and the weekend could be insightful, crazy, insane, and good. But the point is, like, start to look at your goals right now. What goals are you working towards? And so with like, we know all this stuff is about to be rolling in. How can you take care of the things that are most important for you right now? Really being goal-oriented, sitting down, looking at what it is that you need, maybe putting structure on something. With Saturn here, maybe putting in the hard work, maybe getting realistic with ourselves around, maybe putting boundaries, again, like around something that's important or structure. We're working on something this week around our goals, something that needs to be tangible, that we can touch, taste, see, and smell in terms of those goals, and really taking a minute to sit down and focus on, like, do we really even still want this thing? What we're going towards, and that light being shined upon, really what's most important to us, or maybe what still needs structure here, or what needs a goal. Don't disregard it. So whatever comes in on Monday around your goals and maybe money, or whatever it is here that we're working towards with Saturn in the mix, like, really sit down and buckle down. It's also like a really good time right now to do that kind of work, because guys, both Mercury and Venus have moved into the sign of Capricorn. So that really means like the way that we think and that we speak, what we value right now. It's got a serious value system to it. Does it actually help us towards our goals in both thinking, speaking, and what we value and love right now? And literally around our money, Venus rules money. It needs to make sense. It has to make sense. There has to be some kind of structure. Maybe we're working at this thing for a long time. Maybe picking up something again that we've been working at for a long time, especially with Mercury retrograde coming up here. And it's going to be Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. So it's really kind of having us again look at our structures, what is working and what is not. How do we release these things that no longer have value for us, don't have structure, we don't have good boundaries? How can we either shore those things up, put in the resources that we need to, gather the resources that we need to in order to make things happen here? What can we do here to help ourselves move forward in a more practical, realistic, logical way? Listen, Venus in Capricorn's not the sexiest. Because she is very goal oriented. It needs to fucking make sense. And so if these things right now that you're finding around you don't really, it may not feel like a fantastic time in terms of like what we're letting go of and what we're bringing in now, but like it's going to help us in the future. So also too, if these things that are leaving, that are exiting, or really more aptly, if these things that are coming in that we're bringing in, that we believe our resources are going to help shore things up, help structure things better, whatever we're doing here to make things more solid, just make sure that like you're on the same page with everything else. Maybe also too with the people around you as well, that your team, if you're working with everybody's on the same fucking page. We all know what the fuck is going on. So make sure to communicate here what's most important to you. Again, it's not the sexiest of times, but it's certainly the most grounded, practical, realistic, and goal-oriented of times. So if you found that things have like shifted a little bit for you, you're not going crazy. Maybe you're just tapping into the energy that's at play. Go with it. Go with the flow. See where you can apply these things and really help yourself in your life. I really think everybody can benefit from some structure, from some goodness. Even though on Wednesday, guys, Neptune's in the mix and it's fucking hazy as balls. Neptune's like, long story short, it's going to make things maybe hard to decipher, hard to understand, maybe hard to see like a clear way through. Just look, lean back on Saturn and what it's teaching us here. Keep your eyes on the fucking goal. Whatever the fuck comes up that blurs the lines or makes you feel like maybe something is unrealistic here, maybe it brings something to the foray that where you're like, this just really isn't fucking working. I love this thing, but there's nowhere to put it. Maybe you just let it the fuck go. Maybe you let it the fuck go. I also want to remind you guys that like anything that you're letting go of and like you're terrified or you're worried that like maybe I'm letting something go that's amazing or perfect or whatever, like what's meant for you can't fucking miss you. So I just want to remind what's meant for you cannot fucking miss you. So if something is not working out, maybe it's just this iteration of it. Maybe with time and with Saturn playing here, maybe with time and pressure and whatever else goes on in the world, this thing will mature and get better, be just the right fit, maybe at a different time. But where it stands right now, something ain't working, let it the fuck go. Have enough foresight and trusting in yourself and what you've structured for yourself, trusting in you, that you've got this no matter what. And look, can it happen where we let go of like a really good opportunity? Maybe it's just for somebody else. Maybe it's not for us. So again, don't be afraid of that. Let things go this week that don't work out. Bring in things that actually do and that have a logical, practical, realistic bent to it. And extra points if it actually helps you towards like your business and or your work goals too. Capricorn's very business oriented. They want to reach the height of that ladder. They really want to be the top dog. So don't be afraid if that's one of your goals is be the top dog in your field and whatever the fuck you're doing this week. I mean, fucking titty shake to the bank, y'all. There's nothing wrong with having goals there. Just make sure, again, we've got good structure. We've got realistic goals. We've got the resources that we need. We can call upon the people, places, and things that we need in order to make stuff happen and fucking get to it this week. Y'all, we fucking got this. All right, next week, whole nother fucking jammy jam. We'll fucking get to it. I think next week is going to be beautiful. But at least this week, get your shit together, get your ducks in a row, be planned for how, to the best of your ability, you're going to handle Mercury retrograde coming up. And just know we fucking got this. All right, if you guys are done with astrofuckery, I sure the fuck am. Follow me into the next screen. Choose any and all piles that resonate for you. You can pick all three, you can pick two, you can pick one pile. It doesn't fucking matter. Pick what calls to you. And then after that, I'll interpret those piles. All right, guys, I'll see you in a sec. All right, and if you guys got card pile number 1, here's your beautiful cards. Your first one is a major arcana card. Talk about major change, major evolution, major movement forward. You've got Temperance. Your second card is the 8 of Wands. And then finally, you got the Knight of Swords. Let's fucking talk about it. All right, so listen here. This could stand for a couple things this week. Now, I think it's interesting at the head of this is a major arcana card. Talk about like a really serious pivot point here in your life. Coupled with the 8 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. This first kind of said to me that like, somebody's like... Somebody's either like communicating with us or we're taking quick, fast action on something when really balance and peace or harmony or some kind of balanced approach is needed here. Like we're going to need to stop in our tracks. With the 8 of Wands here, this is quick, this is activity, this is communication, this is like throwing 8 things out there, seeing what the fuck sticks. Literally. With the Knight of Swords, this is like brave, courageous action. Really just trying to like get out there and get something done, like going after something quickly on a horse. I mean, with a knife and a fucking sword in his hand. Like, we're going after what the fuck we want. But Temperance is like, whoa, ho. Whoa, ho. We need to find balance here before we take a fucking step further. And one of the warnings that comes with the Knight of Swords is like, really think about this before you do the fucking thing. And so maybe something shows up really quickly. Maybe like an offer comes in or somebody communicates something to you. And it's like, it seems like this incredible opportunity. And you're thinking like, oh my God, I gotta fucking jump on this thing. But Temperance is like, who's my gentle spirit? Absolutely not. Chill the fuck out. Chill the fuck out for a second. Really think about this. Find where's the middle ground with this. How can we look at this situation and take more grounded, practical, realistic steps? I wouldn't be surprised too with Temperance here if you literally get signs telling you to stop or to pause or to chill. Like maybe the phone call gets cut out in the middle while you're talking before you get to say yes. Or like literally a sign comes in from spirit or a loved one saying, nope, shut it the fuck down. Do you know what I'm saying? Another interpretation of this week with Temperance and the 8 of Wands and Swords. It's interesting because every iteration I want to talk to you guys about this, whether this is in business, love, friendships, eating a whole fucking chocolate cake to yourself. Again, not judging, just saying. Not pulling on personal history or anything. Temperance this week is telling you, you're going to want to jump the fuck on something that seems really fucking important. Look, if this is a love situation with the 8 of Wands, maybe somebody is calling you this week and telling you, I'm in love with you. Like literally, this is my card of somebody that's falling in love. And you guys are like, wow, let's fucking jump out the gate and do this fucking thing. And Temperance is like, please slow the fuck down. There's also destiny, some kind of fate play into this as well too. Take your fucking time. There's no reason to rush the fuck ahead. So calm down. Really think about what you're doing. Plan stuff. Put it together. Sit down and have a really important conversation. Make sure that you guys are on the same fucking page. This is around business. A new opportunity might come the fuck in and you're going to want to jump the fuck on it. But everything else around you is going to say to you right now, we need to fucking really think about this. We need to see if it actually fits. Make sure that this is like a good balancing act to whatever the fuck we're doing here. So on whatever fucking end we're dealing with this week, y'all. And the reason why I'm saying, like, it's a pause, it's a no, it's a hold the fuck on. With Temperance here, this is the major arcana card. This is the pivot point. This is the moment that we're coming to this week that's asking us to be present and to sit with it. So what the fuck is it saying? Because it's a major arcana, it takes precedence over the other two. Okay? At least with me, and that's how I read the fucking tarot. So whatever opportunities, whatever communication, whatever the fuck anybody's saying to you, thinking, showing you, bringing towards you this week. Maybe you're doing this to also somebody else. Fucking take a breath. Take a breath. Take a beat. Really sit down and look at this realistically. Look, we've got the passion with Wands and mentally we're fucking ready to go. But spirit and like maybe other things in the background with Temperance here, maybe other things that we're not aware of are at play here. And so we've got to go slow with this. Make sure that we're doing it right. And look, if this is the second time somebody coming around, make sure you do it right and you go fucking slow. Make sure this person's words and actions are lining the fuck up. The end, the fucking end. But before that, make sure we have a clarifying conversation around either everything that went down beforehand and what we expect to happen now. So whatever way you look at it this week, if you got card pile number 1, slow your motherfucking roll. Okay? Whether that's somebody else coming in with an offer or you going towards somebody else, chill the fuck out for a second. Really decide for yourself, where's the harmony? Where's the balance in this? Also, I want to say with this card combo too, 2 things can be true at once. And I don't know how else to put that with this. So, like, let me try to think of like a, let me try to think of like a, like an idea. Okay, so maybe this is a love situation, right? Maybe somebody comes to you this week and they tell you, you know, that they're in love with you. But maybe like you guys had a fight or something, right? And so maybe you say to this person, I hate your fucking guts because of what happened previously, but I also do love you too. So do you know what I'm saying? Like the 2 things can exist at the same time. Like, you really fucking hurt me. What happened? But yeah, I love you too. Or maybe this is a business opportunity, you know? And somebody is saying, like, maybe they're bringing a new business opportunity to you that sounds really exciting, something you've always wanted to try to do, but it's not necessarily in your wheelhouse. Maybe we haven't done it fully yet or presented to the public that we do this. And so maybe this week is asking you that, like, yes, I really want to do this thing and I'm super excited about it, but also the duality on the other end of that is like, I'm terrified, I'm new at this, and I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. You guys get the drift? Okay. So just note, 2 things can exist at once that seem totally contradictory, but actually it's the truth, and to slow your fucking roll. All right, you got this, card pile number 1, you got this. Just don't be a fucking psycho, all right? Take your time. You'll get there no matter what. Take your fucking time and do it fucking right this time. You got this. All right, and if you guys got card pile number 2, here's your interesting cards. Let's talk about it. You got the Knight of Wands. You got the King of Wands. And then you got the Page of Coins. Let's speak on it. So I want to say it's interesting this week because we got dudes here on all fronts. Now, traditionally the pages can talk about girls, but pages I just feel like are really gender neutral, for me at least. The knights are the same way, even though traditionally knights speak of a male here. Now, with the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands, this really makes me feel like somebody's been doing some growth here, because that's a huge change from the Knight to the King. My God, they're still in the same kind of position. If you guys notice here, they're still in the same position, but this guy's on a horse ready to take off. This is the traditional fuckboy card for me. And the king here is seated. He's seated and he's got a book in his hand. They're both holding fucking candles in their mouth. I don't know what's going on with that. But it's to light the way, I think. I think it's to light the way. Or maybe to light their fucking enemies. I'm not here to judge. The point is, somebody's had some serious growth here. And if you notice that book in his lap, maybe here, moving from the Knight to the King, we've sat down and like maybe really looked at the story of our life. Maybe really noticed like how far we've come. Maybe we went from fuckboy status to like fucking dad status. Do you know what I'm saying? Something has happened here. We've had a maturity. We've been able to sit down and really look at our actions, look at what we've been doing. Maybe also too for this figure too, because if you notice, both of them are facing towards the left, which talks about the future, how much they look towards the future and how present they are not. So if I'm talking to a male this week that you're going through this, I just want to congratulate you on all the work that you've been doing. And with the Page of Coins here, you've noticed that like, you're noticing not only the growth that you've had, but like investing in yourself and how much that's starting to come back for you. Like how there's been like a treasure trove of wealth, not only wisdom, but like how you're maybe starting to trust yourself now. Maybe how also too that's starting to like literally affect your business and your money, like in a really positive, good way. You're noticing the more that you invest in yourself, the more that like your resources and what you need come back, or when you're investing and doing things in the right way, it comes back in beautiful ways. But again, I want to say congratulations to you, because the work that you've done here has been absolutely gorgeous. I'm really fucking proud of you. Look, we've still got some more maturing to do, because with the Page and the Knight showing up here, we still got more maturing to do. But this move into the King status, well fucking done. And can I say with the King of Wands here, either this king here would be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, would have that in their top 3 placements or their innermost planets, or have heavy fire placements here. Same thing with the Knight of Wands. Page of Coins, I'm looking at earth element. So somebody having Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their top 3 innermost planets are heavy fire placement or heavy earth placements here too. Another interpretation of this week could be a father figure here with the King of Wands, trying to teach his son, Knight of Wands here, also with the fire energy, with the Page of Coins, how to invest money or how to invest in themselves. Maybe looking at finances and really starting to get like on track here. Maybe the son here hasn't been well with money. Maybe they've been all over the place. Maybe with the Knight of Wands, they've been partying too hard and they haven't been able to sit still and like really deal with fucking life and being an adult and like growing the fuck up. It's no more time for Peter Pan syndrome, essentially. So this important father figure is coming along here to like usher this kid into a new space, really learning about investing in money, planning, really kind of thinking about the future in a way that they aren't used to. Because with the Knight of Wands, this is like fucking and fighting their way through the world. I mean that. With the King of Wands here, look, we've got that pass, but like at a certain point, you've got to grow the fuck up and see that like I got to be here right now. And now my future oriented goals look more around my family and what is my legacy that I'm leaving behind? Because this is a leader, a charismatic leader, the King of Wands, my goodness. This is a mentor too to a lot of people. This guy is a connector. He knows everybody. Everybody knows him and he's here to help. I also found too with the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands, or the deck of, wands itself, showing through with the men here. They usually have a military background. They work for the government in some way, shape, or form. Maybe too here with the Kings, they can have some anger issues. Maybe they have just a military background with their family if they weren't necessarily in the military themselves. Also, like could be police officers, firefighters, acts of bravery or job of bravery, or watching out for the like the underdog, like protecting the underdog. So justice is also a really heavy influence with this character and these people too. So look, guys, any way that you look at it, look, if this is a love situation and you're asking if you can trust somebody this week and you got card pile number 2, I think that this person has done some serious growth, but they still got some tendencies here that they need to fucking deal with. But I do think that, like, if they're saying that they've done work, I do agree that they have done some serious work here, but they still have more work to do. So let's wait to see that their words and their actions line up. Let them, like, their planning of the future, like, and talking about the future, let their actions speak for them, okay? This is around business. Maybe we get with a mentor this week. Somebody that can really show us the way, because maybe we're new to this, or we're just trying to bust into like a new type of category, new space, maybe a brand new thing we've never done before. We need a mentor in this, and this person really helps us invest in the right places and especially in ourselves. This is for anything else this week, besides everything else that I said. Maybe this is really around your personal growth too. And especially having to do with the future and where you're investing your time, your energy, love, your farts, your wisdom. Do you know what I'm saying? Like your blood, sweat, and your tears. What are you investing in? May it be yourself. May it be around your business. Because listen, the King of Wands is one of the entrepreneur cards. Again, he's a charismatic leader. This guy is the boss. So I think that there's something here around stepping into your power. Really stepping into your leadership position, no matter what gender you are. Step into your leadership position. Put behind you all that fuck boy, fuck girl dumb shit. Focus on what truly is important to you right now. It's going to help you grow the fuck up, stand in your power, and maybe like leave behind a legacy or build something here that you can be proud of. Okay? So whoever the fuck got card pile number 2, I'm proud of you and your growth. Keep fucking going if you're a dude here, or if you're a female and you resonate with that. Continue to keep investing in yourself. It will come back and it will help you immensely. And funny enough, when you start worrying about the here and now, like, and you start investing in yourself here and now, the future starts to take care of itself, because you're doing the things now in order to take care of that space. Okay? I got sidetracked there for a second. And yeah, for anybody else, step into your leadership position. You fucking got this. Continue to invest in things that actually make sense. Look for help or for a mentor if you need that from somebody. But whatever you do, look towards the future with hope, and know that the more that you invest in yourself, the more it pays back beautiful things for you. You fucking got this. Well done. Card pile number 2. Fucking titty shake to the bank too, y'all. Fucking get it this week. And finally, if you guys got card pile number 3, here's your interesting cards. Let's talk about it. Your first one is the Ace of Wands. Second card is the Six of Cups. And then finally, you got the Seven of Wands. So let's speak on it. So this is an interesting card combo. This can say to me a couple things. First, with the Ace of Wands, it's a yes card. So if you were looking, if you had a yes or no question and you got card pile number 3, yes. Number 2, with the Ace of Wands here, not only is it's yes to like what we're trying to manifest and what we're trying to create. So if there's something like a literal creative project we're trying to get out, absolutely yes. And like this thing is really important to us with the Six of Cups. Or there might be something here on like maybe we're going to the past this week, especially if this has to do around career. Maybe we're going to the past this week and we're reigniting our passion around something we loved as a child. And maybe like it's felt like a fight with the Seven of Wands here to like be here and like do this thing or try to make this thing happen. But like during that fight, it somehow turned into like self-empowerment. The Seven of Wands is always like, you threw me to the wolves and I came back the leader. That's how I always feel about this card. But I like that. If this is around, this is around a love situation, somebody has been literally holding a fucking torch for you. And with the Six of Cups, this is my soulmate card. With the Seven of Wands, this relationship has been a motherfucking fight, but for some reason, some way, somehow, it's empowered both of you guys to feel like maybe to become better people, or like this relationship has inspired you to become the best of yourself. I found that with the Six of Cups here and that soulmate energy, like this other person's kind of like a mirror to you. So they've really kind of mirrored back to you like some important things that you need to face, that you need to work through, that you need to see about yourself. So also too in the love relationship, if there's been a period of like no contact, maybe we haven't been talking, maybe we've taken a step back from it, this has really been beneficial for both parties because it's allowed you both to kind of fucking grow here. So just hold on to your titties for that one, because I'm telling y'all, with the Ace of Wands, like literally, somebody has been holding a torch. That's a lot. Maybe somebody this week comes forward and says that. And says, hey, I know you're my person. This has been a fucking fist fight the whole way, but like you're worth the investment. You're my person. Another interpretation of this week, you guys, if this is around, we already did business and career, maybe this is around health. Maybe we've had some kind of issue here since our childhood with the Six of Cups. I don't know why I decided on this one to do the health thing again, but again, I don't know, it just came up. Maybe it's been a fucking fight to find an answer. Maybe also too, we've had some inflammation in the body, maybe around the joints, maybe we've had some gout, maybe we've had just inflammation in general in the body and like bloating with fire here. But the Six of Cups, like maybe we've had this issue from childhood, or maybe this issue goes back to some trauma in childhood. I find a lot of people with trauma backgrounds have some serious health issues when they get into their older years, or whenever they start just getting older. Maybe, okay, so if this is around health, this is kind of like you being your own self-advocate, you going and finding the answers, and you coming back fucking victorious. So if you've got any health issues this week, go find the fucking answers. Maybe there's also an answer back in childhood, or maybe somebody can answer something around childhood that happened to you here that's like, okay, that was the missing piece that I needed, and it kind of helps you get the answers that you fucking need to be your own advocate, to take care of this, and to come back fucking victorious around what the fuck this thing is. Now, I wouldn't lie to you, with the Seven of Wands here, you might have a couple issues going on. Okay, so with those couple issues, we'll be able to manage, we'll be able to function with it, this will be manageable, whatever we find this week. Okay. Okay. Look for anything else. Like it's a yes, especially if this is like going back to childhood, maybe something with our siblings, or there's a soulmate situation here, whether a person, a situation, a project, whatever the fuck we feel called towards this week, where it's like, this thing has been a struggle and we've wondered whether or not we should give this fucking thing up. The Seven of Wands is like, look, do not come back until you're the winner chicken dinner. Do you know what I'm saying? Or like, maybe that's your mentality this week. It's like, I'm not going to give up on this thing until, the fat lady sings, essentially. So I just want to say, whoever got card pile number 3 this week, this is actually a very inspired, beautiful card pull, if you ask me. Look, the only thing with love, I would say though, with the Ace of Wands, there's a lot of fucking passion here. This is the penis card, straight up. Or just like the sexual card, you know what I mean? So if you're not into penises, this is just like somebody's fucking literally got the hots for you and they wants you. And with the so I was just worried here. I know that they're holding a torch with the love situation, but make sure this person doesn't just want to, you know, have sex with you, that they actually want something more. This is not just a bid to get in your pants. But I think with the time, with the Seven of Wands here and all the energy that's been put into this, this is just for sex. I mean, That's a lot of effort. That's a lot of effort. Okay. So maybe something else is going on here. But look, either way you go about it this week, card pile number 3, it's a yes. Especially if it takes you back to childhood, relieves something from childhood, helps you with something from childhood and or your siblings. Maybe we literally go back home this week and we're dealing with maybe some of the heavier themes from that time period from your childhood. And you can see how you've come back a different person from your childhood, how much growth that you've had, the glow up literally that you had. And so if we're having to go home, maybe this week for Christmas, maybe you just realize, oh my God, how different I am now that I've been away, how I've come back and I've really grown into myself. Fucking right. Congratulations, card pile number 3. This is fucking beautiful. So enjoy your fucking week. All right, you guys, I hope that God those card piles made sense. Any and all feedback helps me to grow. Middle fingers for no. Cacaw for yes. All right, you guys, let me know what the fuck is up. I love you guys. Thank you so much every week for giving me a place to do the work I love to do. Thank you for the joy. Thank you for the honor. And thank you most importantly for trusting me. I love you guys. If you need anything, you know where to find me. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.